Hey everyone, welcome to another video where I wanted to show how you can configure a Python script to send you crypto alerts. So we'll go over, some Twilio code where it'll send us a text message including whatever the price of BTC or Ethereum is, because those are the ones that I usually have on my watch list. But you can, add your own cryptocurrencies through this CoinGecko API that we will be using to retrieve the crypto information. And then maybe I'll make a second part of the video where we will schedule this script to run every day in the morning or in the afternoon to send us these prices on a scheduled basis. So let's jump into the demo. So some things that I wanted to cover is I have a virtual environment set up in Python, right? This holds my packages that we will be using, like Twilio. So Twilio has a library that you can use in Python, right? And then CoinGecko. So CoinGecko is API that we'll be using for our crypto prices, and hence we'll be using their library in Python. And then also .env, so that's where my environment variables are stored, and we'll go over what environment variables you need to set this up. First, we'll do some inputs here. So we'll make a comment saying inputs, and then a few of the inputs we need. So we need JSON because the API that we'll be using returns results in JSON. And then we also need the Twilio library, right? So twilio.rest and import client. Okay. So we also need .env, which holds our environment variable. So here you can see a file called .env. This is where our environment variables are stored. So make sure if you're committing this code to GitHub, you include that file in gitignore. And then from CoinGecko, right, import CoinGecko API. I can quickly kind of show you what this is. So you can see the installation. I already have it installed in my virtual environment. So you just do pip install CoinGecko or pyCoinGecko, right? And then you can use the free API. So we'll be using the free API, but you can also get an API key from them. And the way you do it is you go to coingecko.com and register your account and get an API key so you can make more requests. But we would be good since I usually schedule the script to run once or twice daily, so I don't hit any kind of rate limiting. But if you're planning to use this API, more, I would highly recommend registering an API key and making your calls through that. So going back to our code editor, we have done some imports, right? We also need to load the environment variables. So this will make sure that the environment variables are being captured from .env file. The next thing would be to assign these variables. So few variables that you need for the Twilio library or for Twilio to work is the account SID. If you go into your Twilio account, and you can see this is the account SID, right? So you'll need this, and you'll also need the auth token, and you also need to have a number. So in my case, I have two of them. So we'll be using the second one here as a from number, and then to number would be, my number on cell. So I won't be showing any of that because I don't want to disclose my personal number. So what we'll do is os.environ, and then we'll be using the same naming. So I have named the environment variables in .env. So that's our first one. And similarly, we'll do the rest of the variables. So account SID, auth token, to number, and from number. I'm using environment variables for these four values here. And then as you can see, we are getting error here. So I forgot to import it. Now we have to write our function to get the crypto prices and send them as a text message. So what we'll do is we'll set up a client here. And then it uses account SID to do the authentication. So this is on the Twilio side, right? And also auth token, get crypto prices. So we'll call this crypto underscore prices. And then what we'll do is do a cg.getPrice. So get underscore price is what we're looking for. And then IDs is how you can, specify which coin to look at or which cryptocurrency to look at. So for me, it's Bitcoin, right? And then also Ethereum. And then you can look up their documentation on the API, so you'll know what all sorts of cryptocurrency they support, for which you can get a price. So that's our crypto prices, right? And then we'll do a print here just so that we know that the GET request was successful. And the next thing would be to beautify the result that we got into something that can be included as the body of the text message. So what we'll do is do a dump of this, so crypto prices, and then you can read more about the JSON library and like how you can beautify the text that we'll be sending. In my case, it'll be plain JSON, just for the sake of this demo, but you can filter through some values, some data that you don't need, and make sure it looks good when the text message is received, right? So crypto prices text. I don't know what's wrong with my shift key. You have to like really press it hard. So json.dumps and then crypto prices is what I'm looking for. And now we'll use our client. So client.api.account.messages, and then we'll create a message. So create, and this is where we define our message. So 2 is, the 2 number, right? And then we need a comma. And then from is the from number. Oh, I also forgot, since from is used in Python, you have to make it from underscore. So that's what Twilio library uses. So from, and then you need to specify what the body should be. So body is equal to, in our case, this will be crypto prices underscore text. So we'll make sure that is the body. And now we can click save. I missed a comma. So now everything should be working, and we can test that by running our Python script. So if I do python main.py. Okay, so we need to have a versus currency. So this is something that's needed by the PyCoinGecko API. So what you have to do is you have to define what it should compare the price against. In my case, we'll use USD, right? So it's equal to USD. So I missed that. And now if I do python main.py, you can see it says Bitcoin, and then USD comparison it's at 19,000 right now, and then Ethereum is at 1,200. And as you can see, I received a text message. I don't know if it can focus on this, but I'll open it up and you can kind of see the Bitcoin prices being displayed in JSON. So that is the demo. I will create a part 2 where we can schedule this to be sent out daily or twice a day. And so yeah, look out for a part 2 for this demo. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel.